Crossing the bridge to reality. Walk and Talk 18. And today's topic is technology. Technology. Well, the aliens from the Pleiades didn't give us technology. They've had technology for a long time, a very long time. As the book The New Atlantis by Francis Bacon, it shows in that book, it's only a short book, only 50 pages, but at the end of that book he's talking about nuclear power, genetically modified food, weather modification, and I doubt he would have made all that stuff up had it not existed back then. But there are 3 levels to technology. There's the bottom level, to professor level. Then there's another level to the secret agencies, secret intelligence agencies level. And then there's another level. That's the sorcerer's level. They designed these phones that they've rolled out and given to everyone during the Cold War. That's what the Cold War was really all about. It was about making a fake war between Russia and America again, and with that fake war, getting all the money off of the public. Oh, we've got to pay for nukes, we've got to pay for this, we've got to buy that, we've got to defend ourselves. So they take all the money from the public and they put that money into research and development. And that research and development went into these devices that we're all carrying around today. It's funny, because something else was going on in the 70s while they were researching and developing all of this stuff. Back in the 70s, they were looking at they needed a new financial capital because they knew they were going to collapse. They were going to collapse London as the world financial capital. So then they started building Singapore all the way back in the 70s because they knew, well, they need another island. They need another island to put their new financial capital of the world, and that is the new financial capital of the world. And Singapore makes London look like a tramp's urine den. So you can see how they've had this all planned. The technology, like I say, they're well in advance. They have all the sciences and technology, and they are highly advanced. The stuff they give us is already outdated. Already many years outdated. So, of course, the Cold War was a big exercise and survey, a huge survey. They love their surveys to get as much information out of the people as they can in every event. But the Cold War is where the funds were obtained from the people, from the masses, in order to research and develop these smartphones and this smart technology that they're rolling out on us now. So it didn't come from an alien spacecraft. Sorry if I upset anyone about that. That's the reality of this world. Did they have technology in the past of a high level? I would say absolutely. They did. People say technology is a double-edged sword, and I don't think that's right. I think that the technology we've been given has just one edge, and it's not a very good edge. If it was a double-edged sword, then they wouldn't be using the frequencies ranges that they're using for the technology. They'd be using better frequency ranges which are more in harmony with nature, as an example. So the technology we've been given is a weapon. That's what it is. It's a weapon against you all. And the reason why they needed all the 5G infrastructure up and all of that sort of stuff is for the coming chaos. They want to have a complete total control grid, and the 5G and the mobile towers, deaf towers, they're all incorporated into the control grid. Nothing they've ever given you is for your own happiness, comfort, content. Nothing they've given you, even the television, wasn't just given to you to entertain you. No, everything they've ever given to us is a weapon, something to be used against us. And technology is no different. And it's strange, really. We've only been on the smartphones for less than 20 years, and look at the state of the world today. If you wanted to go against the system, I said this in a previous video, everyone would just have to shut their smartphones off for a month, and that would put a massive spanner in the works. But no one's prepared to do that. Even those people that so-called, I want to fight the system and I'm against the system and all those sorts of people, they're not willing to turn their phone off for a month and not use technology. But at this stage of the game, that's the only saving grace and the only card that people really have left if they are to consider extending their time on the battlefield a little bit more longer. What levels of technology have they got now? Whew. Be mind-blowing if you knew exactly what they were using today, technologically. It'd be mind-blowing. People have to be very careful today about what they may be perceiving as a higher entity speaking to them, because they've got voice to skull technologies. They can put thoughts into people's minds. They can use the technology to make people sexual, tired, depressed, unable to sleep, irritable. They can more than likely induce hunger. But the great thing about nature is it doesn't really work in here. You imagine if the world went full Terminator. I think those robots would have a real issue of surviving in here. I think they'd have a major issue with rust. And not just that, but the amount of obstacles, the amount of natural obstacles there are, that robots wouldn't be able to navigate. So yep, the technology they've given us is a trap. It's a weapon. It's a tool to further our enslavement. And humanity's fallen for it. And humanity's got addicted to it. And now modern humans can't let go of it. And that's the problem. See? That's where they want you. That's where they want everyone. And of course the next stage is for all the technology to be merged into your brain, into a chip in the brain. They'll probably start with the biometric data and stuff for people to access online stuff, otherwise you won't be able to go on. At that point I won't be using it anymore. There's absolutely no way. Your biometric data, remember what I said in the previous video, is the unique, it's an expression of your unique essence. It's an expression of your soul. So they're not just after the spirit, they want your biometric data, and they are your physical expressions. Your biometric data is your physical expression of your soul, your unique essence. And I think that's far more valuable than being able to access the internet. It's been incredible how they've done it, how they've lured us in. It's there's a community here that I've known for nearly 8 years, and I'm going to be doing a video in the future of been working on it. A video showing how they've been infiltrated by technology and the system, and what that infiltration has caused to them, the damage, the changes it has caused to them, the community as a whole. I knew some people here, they had a mobile phone in the internet before they had a functioning toilet. Can you imagine the psychological impact that's going to have on these people? So that'll be an interesting video once I get it done and up. See, it starts with electricity, then oh look, here's a refrigerator, then oh, here's a television, and then it just gets people hooked in, and then people feel like they can't live in nature anymore. I remember as a child I'd always say to my friends, "Oh, we couldn't live without a fridge today." That's what I've learned to do, is live without any of that. As I say, the only reason I have this phone is to do these videos. If I wasn't doing these videos, I wouldn't really have a need for this phone. Bruce is happy. He's going to get some empanadas today, and maybe a bit of chicken. Hey Bruce, you gonna get chicken? Come here then. Yeah, beauty, aren't you? You're such a beauty. I went 6 months without a phone, and it was the most liberating experience of my life. It was great. So if any of you have the chance to live just without your technology, it'd be a good idea. That'd be a good idea. So technology, where does it come from? It comes from man. It's man-made. What is it? It's a weapon. It's a weapon which came from the military-industrial complex. And where is it going? Where's technology going? Well, technology is going to go into your brain if you let it. I think that's all I have to say really on technology. What it is and what it's for, where it comes from and where it's going. So there you have it. Technology is a weapon. It was made by men and it's heading for your brain. I am concerned a little about consciousness and technology. If they're looking to store people's consciousness on servers, which I have a strong feeling that's what they're looking to do. So all them stories you've heard of when you die and you see the light and you can't help it and you want to go closer to the light, and there's someone there judging you, all of that is more likely fake. It could be the system trapping you and giving you a fake sort of death experience. Probably bringing up all of the smartphone footage as if it was taken as if that footage was taken by a supreme being, and then replaying that footage for you on your death experience. And I imagine if that's the case, a lot of people will fall for it. Come on in. You ready to go? Come on in. Come on in, blow it out. Say goodbye. Be blessed. Be kind. Say bye-bye, Rooski. Say bye, Rooski. Woo, 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 woo.